In the news this week, police forces record thousands of non-crime hate incidents. Trans guidance backed by the NHS is criticised as irresponsible. And an MP makes a stand for parliamentary prayers. Hello. 34 police forces in England and Wales recorded a staggering 120,000 non-crime hate incidents in the last 5 years. Police guidelines say incidents must be recorded irrespective of whether there is any evidence to identify the hate element. The College of Policing's definition of a hate incident is any non-crime incident which is perceived by the victim or any other person to be motivated by a hostility or prejudice. While such cases are not crimes, they can appear during criminal record checks. The Christian Institute's Kieran Kelly criticised the approach.
The idea that the police are recording opinions that someone, somewhere, takes exception to will, I think, put most people in mind of Orwell's 1984. It's a sinister use of police powers. It suppresses free speech and it enforces politically correct views. No one has the right not to be offended. And the idea that police officers are sifting through people's Twitter feeds for imagined infractions of political correctness is chilling. These aren't crimes, but the way the system is set up, they can still appear on some criminal records checks with potentially career-threatening results. The police have got limited resources. They really shouldn't be using them to police people's opinions.
Transgender guidance backed by 3 NHS trusts has come under fire for scaremongering and offering irresponsible advice. Supporting trans people promotes the use of puberty blockers for young children and says human anatomy is not always a good guide to biological sex. It also claims that delaying treatment for gender-confused children causes harm. Professor Kathleen Stock says the advice is not responsible or well evidenced. It gives the impression explicitly that the only way of treating gender dysphoria is some kind of transition, social or medical. Yet there is ample evidence that a watchful waiting strategy can be right for many young people experiencing gender dysphoria. Utah's State Senate has voted to downgrade polygamy from a criminal to a civil offence. The bill, which is yet to be approved by the House of Representatives, would treat multiple marriages in a similar way to a traffic violation. Instead of risking up to 5 years in prison, anyone found guilty of polygamy would face a $750 fine and community service. There are around 30,000 people living in polygamous communities in Utah, many of whom belong to a Mormon sect. Anti-polygamy group Sound Choices Coalition criticised the bill. This bill condones and gives more power to abusers and fanatics who will take their newfound freedom to the extreme. They always have and will even more. And finally, a Christian MP has defended parliamentary prayers amid pressure from humanists who want to get rid of them. Humanist UK say the time of prayer is discriminatory because it allows MPs who attend to reserve a seat in the House of Commons. But MP Steve Double said the prayers are to remind ourselves why we're there and ask for God's help and strength and guidance as we go about our business for the day. He added, it is important to maintain that sense, that daily reminder that we are a nation that is very much built on Christian values and a very strong Christian heritage, and we are very much building on that foundation from our history. Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.